Hi everyone, this is Sarah, your Makeup Artistry online course tutor. So I wanted to put this little video together, and this video consists of my frequently asked questions, so I thought it would be really useful for people that are looking at my online training courses that might have some of the same questions, and hopefully you'll get them answered in this video. If not, please do feel free to email me on my website, or you can get me on my social media channels, and I'll be happy to answer any of the questions that you have. So we'll kickstart off with the first question. So I've made some notes, there's quite a few, so I thought I'll start with some notes and then I won't miss anything. So the first one I get asked quite a lot is, how is the course delivered? So the course is really amazing. It's got so much knowledge in it. Well, both of them. I've got the Bridal Online Makeup Artistry course and the Introduction to Makeup Artistry. So they both are full of bonus guides which are written. I've also got a range of videos and PDF modules which are laid out in an ebook style. So there's a real nice range of training materials to help you, and I always urge people to not miss out the reading because it's so vital for making sure you soak up all the content, all the knowledge. Although the videos are amazing visual to work alongside the PDFs do hold a lot more knowledge. So the videos are there as a visual to accompany the PDFs, but please don't miss out the PDF modules because they do hold a lot of content, so they're really important for you to read, as well as the bonus guides and to watch the videos as well. Okay, so the next question I get asked quite frequently is, do I offer any payment plans? And the answer is yes, I do. So I offer a payment plan for pay monthly. So there is an initial payment up front, and after that payment you will pay a monthly fee. You can choose the day each month when's best for you. I like to keep it flexible for people, so you can pick whether it's your payday or end of the month, beginning of the month, middle of the month, whatever suits you and works for you. You just let me know the date that you'd like to make your payment each month, and that will be arranged via bank transfer. So it's all done via bank transfer. The initial payment, again, bank transfer, and then your monthly payment to bank transfer as well. So it's super easy to set up. You could just do a standing order or a direct debit, whichever's easiest for you, and just set it up for the month that you pick and to go out over the specific months that we are training together. I'd just like to add as well that on the payment plan, that if you live outside of the UK, even if you live in the UK actually, this is absolutely fine, but a lot of my clients who live abroad, they might not be able to do a bank transfer, so they sometimes use PayPal, so that's always an option for you as well. Hi there, so the next question I get asked is, are there any deadlines or timetables? And the answer is no. I like to keep my courses really flexible for people. A lot of my clients who train with me online, they've got busy lives. They might have a family to look after, a full-time job, another job on top of that. So there's always quite a lot going on for people. So I find that I like to just keep it open and let people train when they have time. So a lot of my clients might do some practical work once a week, or some reading, or a mixture of both, or they might do it once every couple of weeks or once a month. You do it however best suits you and your lifestyle. And I found that this works quite well over the years that I've been training online. The feedback I've got is that people prefer it this way because, like I say, people are busy and they just like to fit it in when's best for them. So whether this is maybe a Sunday afternoon, you've got a few hours spare, you can sit and have a read through the bonus guides, spend an hour doing some practical work, however best suits you. There is a structure to the course as well, so it's not like you'll just be given the course and you're not quite sure where to start. It's all structured with the modules from start to finish, so you'll be able to work through them at your own pace. And obviously if you pay monthly, you'll be sent one module per month when payment clears, so you'll have a whole month just to work on that one module, which is really good, and it'll help you soak up a lot of the knowledge as well that way. And another frequently asked question I get is the course accredited? Do I get a certificate? So on that note, the course is not accredited, but you will receive a certificate of completion once I see that all the modules have been carried out to a really high standard, you've had your work marked, and I can see that you've really took in all the knowledge that's there, and you're creating your practical work is to a high level. So this can take a long time to do, and the certificate's only really given out when I can see that you've really worked well on all the modules and really put the time and effort in to create a really nice bit of work for each module, and that I can see that your skill set has improved over the months that we work together as well. On the certificate as well, it depends if you're training with me right from the beginning. So if you're wanting to come to me as a complete beginner, that's absolutely fine. I train people right from the beginning, and I also train people who have already got some makeup artistry experience. So say if you, for example, have been a makeup artist for a couple of years already, you've already touched on some of the basics, but you just want to enhance your skill set and learn more confidence, then obviously you can definitely train with me. And on that front, you might not need a certificate of completion because you might already have one from some previous training, but of course you're more than welcome to take another one to say you've trained with me as well. And if you live outside of the UK, because in the UK you don't need an accreditation to be a makeup artist, so there's quite a lot of confusion around this subject. A lot of people, when they come to me, they think they need that accreditation to be a successful makeup artist, and you really do not. So just to assure you, if you're in the UK, the certificate of completion will be absolutely fine, and you will not need to use it. Honestly, I've had mine for nearly 10 years and I've never used it to gain work. The makeup industry is a very visual industry, so any work you get is going to be based on your portfolio of work and you as a client, and you as a person. And also, when you start networking with other creatives as well, once you've done your training and you're starting to build up your portfolio, you will get work sent to you, referred to you by other creatives that you meet as well. So that's a really good way to gain work, but not a certificate. No one ever asks to see a certificate for makeup artistry. People just want to see your skill set, the work that you're capable of, and all that comes in the form of your portfolio. And just to carry on the certificate topic there as well, I'll just going to use an example of some clients that I've trained in America. So they already had some makeup artistry experience, so they probably already had a certificate, but they just came to me to enhance their skill set, get more confidence, and for me to help them grow their business a little bit more. So they already had a license certificate, because in America you do need accreditation or a license certificate to be able to work as a makeup artist. So if you are based in the USA and you're starting from a complete beginner, then my course probably won't be right for you. But if you're already a trained makeup artist and you just want to enhance your skill set and you're based in America, then of course you can come to me, and for that, that's absolutely fine. So just check where it is you're living and if you do need any accreditations. But I know for certain, obviously in the UK, it's absolutely fine. Like I say, mine wasn't accredited, and I've been working in the industry nearly 10 years and successfully, and I've built up a really good client base and reputation without needing an accredited certificate. Hi, so the next question that I get asked quite frequently is, do I offer a starter kit and a brush set? So firstly, on the starter kit, I did a couple of years ago put together a really amazing starter kit, so anybody that trains with me can order this kit, whether you're a beginner or you've been working in makeup a little while. You are entitled to order the kit. You don't have to order the kit right at the beginning of the course. You can maybe start the course, spend a couple of months getting used to the content, doing some practical work, having fun with it, and then you can order the course a little way down the line, or you can order it at the beginning. It's there for whenever you're ready to order it. Now, I put this starter kit together because when I first started makeup, I had literally nothing. I had like about 5 brushes, a tiny budget to get a little bit of makeup, and it was quite hard to know what to get, what not to waste my money on. I didn't really have that helping hand, so I've sort of learnt the hard way in a way, but I am glad I've learnt that way, because it's meant I've learnt a lot that I can now I've learnt from my mistakes and how I sort of got into makeup, and that means I can pass that all on to you on how to do it properly and be able to help you get an amazing starter kit that's half price, and it's got everything in it that you need to start off your practical work apart from the brushes. I do have a makeup artist brush set from Zoeva. I have one myself that I use personally, but I can send you the link to order yourself one. You can mix the brushes up. You can use some for yourself, some for your professional work, or just keep it all for your practical work. It's completely up to you, but it's an amazing set. It's got 25 brushes in it, and it's got every single brush you could ever need to start you off. But honestly, if you can't stretch that, don't worry. Like I said, when I started, I had just a handful of brushes. I made do with what I had at the time, and I just built the set up over time. So if you are short on a budget and you can maybe just get the kit or the brushes, just choose which one you'd like to go for that better suits you, and just get the brushes a little bit down the line. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, I mean, I wish I had this kit and this brush set, because it would have been heaven just to start my makeup career with. to professional sets, and it would have saved me so much money and so much headache as well. So if you can get both, fantastic. If you can only get one, amazing. If you can't get any, it doesn't matter. I didn't have anything like that when I started, so if you can't get any of them for now, don't worry. You can book the course, use what you've got at home, send me pictures of what makeup you've got. I'll be able to help you sort of see what you can use for what practical work. So there's always ways around it if you've not got the full budget to get everything just at once. Okay, so this isn't a question I get asked a lot, but I think it's important to include it in this video. So this is all about the aftercare. So I touched in the last topic there about the brushes and the makeup set that I didn't really have that helping hand knowing what to get, what to buy when I first started, which was absolutely fine. But now I've worked in the industry 10 years, I'm able to pass on my knowledge to you to save you money and help you get what you need first without having to waste money and time using things that are not really right for you. And on that same subject, the aftercare is one of them things that I didn't have, but I find it so important to be able to offer that to people. I mean, this consists of having your work marked, having access to me weekly to ask me anything you need to, whether that's on email or on my Facebook page. You also get one video call once a month for 4 months, for the first 4 months of your training. You can obviously book more in with me at a discounted rate after that. And you'll still get your work mapped as well after the video calls have ended, so you'll still have contact with me even though you're not actually doing the video calls anymore. But the video calls are amazing. It's just nice for us to catch up and see each other. You can ask me anything you need to on the course. We can go through techniques for you, talk about kit building, the business side when you're ready. So you use them calls once a month to however best suits you. So I always recommend people to make a note of everything they want to say, and then you can really get the most from them calls. So I'll just like to mention at the minute, all that aftercare is actually included in the price that I have at the minute, which is $695. But soon I am going to be increasing the price because the aftercare it's worth, you know, a lot of time, a lot of value. So what I'm going to be doing is having the course that I've got now plus the aftercare, so it's going to be more expensive. So if you want to book the course now, you won't have to pay any extra for the aftercare at the minute. So I'm going to be changing this over in the next week or two. So this way, if you want to book it now, you're going to save yourself quite a lot of money rather than waiting a couple of weeks and having to buy the course and the aftercare and pay more. So if you'd like to start the course now, it's a great time to save yourself a little bit of money and get all the aftercare as well. And I'd also like to add into this frequently asked questions video is I have a private group on Facebook, so I do try and encourage people to get onto Facebook if they can. If you can, it's no problem. I've got a couple of my students at the minute that just don't have Facebook or they have deactivated accounts, so that's fine. I can always email you with the updates. But if you are on Facebook, the group's amazing because it's just exclusively for my course clients, students, and it means that you can all be under one roof. You can chat amongst each other. I put up extra content in there as well on the industry, so you'll be getting extra free stuff in there as well that my other group doesn't see. So it's just a nice sort of hub just exclusively for you to, again, you can talk to me in there and talk to other course clients as well if you want to. And I'd just like to finish off by just saying that my online makeup artistry training, although it's an introduction to makeup artistry and it's also the bridal course, although it looks like there's a lot of basics in there, which there are, and you definitely need them, I just want to get across that if you've already been working in makeup a little while but you want to increase your skill set, then even though you've already touched on some of the basics in previous training, my basics go into a lot more advanced techniques as well. So although you're covering the fundamentals and the basics, you'll also be uncovering techniques and skills that you've never even touched or heard of. I actually end up training people that have already been to colleges or done other courses, even accredited ones. I end up retraining a lot of people who have been given an accredited certificate, and that doesn't always mean the training's been that fantastic. So I'm not saying obviously all the schools are like that, because there's some amazing ones, but there are some where they leave feeling a little bit deflated and they have to go and retrain somewhere else. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there just for a second. So I was just basically, in the last section there, just trying to cover that although it's an introduction to makeup artistry, there's a lot of advanced techniques in there as well that you're going to be able to learn. And obviously there's more editorial stuff in there as well, and there's a free creative techniques ebook PDF in there for you. So although it's the basics and the fundamentals, there's a lot of other advanced techniques in there for you as well. And just to also mention that The basics are so important. You really need those fundamentals and basics of makeup to allow you to move on to a higher skill set and more advanced techniques. Sometimes people that maybe jump into the advanced techniques without covering the basics, they really do struggle down the line because they've not got that foundation there of the fundamentals to be able to build on top. It's all like a stepping stone. You really have to start with the basics and then really build up. If you start up here and then try and do a look but you've not covered them core skills, you're going to struggle, because you really do need them core fundamentals there to be able to really get better at makeup and be that amazing makeup artist that you know you've maybe always dreamed of working in makeup, or working with brides, working on big print campaigns, whatever it is you'd like to do. You really need to start there and build it up, and it can take a long time. I mean, I've been doing makeup 10 years now, and it took me a long time to really build up a client base, but I love makeup. And I knew it was I had to do it. It was I imagine doing anything else now. I just love it. It's so much fun. I love all the clients that I meet, all the different jobs I get to do, all the photo shoots, and it is a really exciting job to be in. But there's no doubt about it. It's hard. You have to have determination, patience, and really, really want it. And if you've got all that, you can go as far as you want. There's no limits to what you can earn, how far you can go in the industry, whether you're doing catwalks, magazine work, whatever you want to do. So just to say that you do need to really start there and really build up and not take any shortcuts. But I hope this video has really helped answer your questions, and if you've got anything else you need to ask me, please just get in touch. I'm more than happy to do a free consultation on video call with you, or just send me an email and I can reply to your email, no problem at all. And I'm really excited to welcome more of you on board the online makeup artistry platform as well. So I'll see you soon, and take care.